can write it down this point also. Maybe we do not need all those points of articulation in other languages, especially English, but in Arabic we do. There are 3 points of articulation in Arabic for Arabic letters. So write down 3 points of articulation / pronunciation. Okay. And last time I told you the word for that in Arabic also, makhraj. We call it makhraj. Yes. So these 3 points are, first is our throat. So some letters they are pronounced from our throat. The second point of articulation is our tongue. And the third one is our lips. Okay. Now go back to the number of Arabic alphabet, they are 28. So out of these 28, 6 of them, they are pronounced from our throat. So you can write it down. 6 letters, they are pronounced from our throat. They are known as guttural letters. Guttural letters. Guttural. Guttural letters. In Arabic we call them huruful halaq or al huruful halqiyah. You can write it in English only at this time. The 4 letters, they are lip letters. Okay. 4 letters, they are lip letters. So one is guttural, they are 6 in numbers, and lip letters, they are 4 in number. They are ba, mim, fa, and wow. Okay.
What did you call them?
Al-huruf al-shafawiyya, lip letters. Shafawiyya, sheen, fa, waw, ya. If you are writing in Arabic, it will be like that. Shafawiyya. And the first one, al-halaqiyya. They come from halaq, throat. Rest of them, so if you deduct 10 out of 28, 18. So 18, they are called lingual letters. Lingual because they are coming from your tongue. So third is lingual letters.
Letter of Lisania?
Yes. They are known as lisani. Al-lisani. Or lisaniya. Because lisan is tongue in Arabic. Okay. Okay, guttural 6, what are they? They are ha and hamza. This, let me put hamza first. Hamza and then ha. Then this letter that we are discussing today, ha and kha, both of them guttural letters. Ain and ha. Okay, in the sequence will be ain and ha.
Ain and ha.
Ha.
Ghain and kha.
Yes. Ain and ha, then ghain and kha. So hamza ha, ain ha, ghain kha. 6 letters are guttural letters or throat letters. If you know these makharij, they are very much helpful for the Quran, for reading the Quran as well. Okay. So right now we are talking about the pronunciation of ha, all those practices. Okay. Now we have some word over here with the letter ha. And again, when you are reading these letters, these words, pay attention to the different positions of ha. Initial position of ha, medial ha, final ha, and independent ha. Okay. So the first word is Habib. And pay attention to the pronunciation. Habib. Yes. Habib is very common word in Arabic, very famous word. Anyone who is very dear to you. Okay. You will see the translation in the book, they have done it like darling. But it's not only in one sense, but like parents, they can say to their children also Habib. Okay. And vice versa, the children, they also can say Habib to the parents. Now the second word is Bahs. Bahs. Bahs has two meanings. One is scholarly meaning, when people they do the research, like research scholars. That is called Bahs. Research work.
In the last week, the sa, we don't pronounce the sa.
Yes. Sa. Bahs. Yeah. Bahs. We have to pronounce the last letter also. And the second meaning in your daily life, when you are searching for something, looking for something, like you lost your keys, now you are looking for your keys, that is called bahs. You will say ana abhas. Ana abhas. When you make a verb, it becomes abhas. Otherwise, the word bahs is noun. Bahas means searching. Yes. When you use it for yourself, that I am searching, then it becomes a verb. You say abhas. Yes. Ana abhas an miftahi. So it means looking for something. Then the third word is tabuh. Yes. So here we have ha as the final, right? Tabuh. It means you disclose. You are saying a man that you are disclosing something, reveal something. Or same thing as I told you about tujib, it can be for a woman that she is revealing something, she is disclosing something. Okay? It depends again on the context.
So it's continuous. It's disclosing right now.
Yes, present tense. Present tense, yes. And the last word is sabah. As we say in the greeting, Arabic greeting, sabah al khair, right? Good morning. And the word subh, we say subh, morning time, so that is also the same meaning, and it also has the same letter ha in that, subh or sabah. Then you have the writing of ha that we already discussed about that, same writing as jim. The only difference is in ha there is no nuqta, it is empty letter, no dot. Okay. So go to the page number 50, next page, and practice writing the word taht. Yes. The word taht, it means below. Like below the table. My bag is under the table. It means for that you use the word taht. Now you can write the word tahat in two ways, right? Yes. One is print version, one is handwritten version. Abiya, you learned about the handwritten version? Can you come and write down? Script version. I will provide one more board like that to the sister side next time, inshallah. So sisters also can go and practice writing. Remember that shape of ha? Yes, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Do you remember the nuqta dot handwritten? Yes. Yes, good job, MashaAllah. She did well. So this is handwritten version. Right? So you have the space in your book for practicing this word tah. So make a writing of tah in both, and you see clearly this handwritten version also. It makes like that. This is the handwritten version of ha, right? When it comes in the middle of the word. Okay. Now what happens? There are some words they have both letters from the same family, like ha and jim. And the example is the word hijab. So for the word hijab also you have two versions. One is print version and one is handwritten version. So one brother, please come over here and write both versions. Who is volunteering? You can do it, come on. Quickly.
It's easy for you to writing.
Yes. The word hijab. First print version, then handwritten.
First print.
Yes. Okay, very good, very good. Now, yes, yes, good, good. Yes, this when you come to this shape after ha to the shape of jim, it should be more like that. Good job. So these are two are clear. It's a juxtaposition of two letters hijab. Then we have the word tubih. Okay, in the word tubih we are using the final shape of ha. Yes, brother. Now you can come for this final shape of ha in both print and script version.
What does to be means?
To be means you are allowing, permitting, you are giving permission. Have you heard the word mubah? Mubah in Urdu, Arabic, we use it, very common word. It's also the terminology in the fiqh, the Islamic jurisprudence. Anything that is allowed, it's called mubah. And most of the things mubah, if you are doing it, it is good. No reward for doing that. And if you are not doing it, there is no sin on that, right? That is called mubah. So anything not to be,
Just like a makruh.
no, makruh is different. Makruh is undesirable. If someone is doing it, it's not good to do, and it also reducing the reward of that thing is makruh. But mubah, there is no reduction of the reward and no question of reward at all. Okay? Like so many things, eating of so many things are mubah, jais. You are eating biryani or nahari or what is mubah. Okay. Now, this to be is from the same root word. It means you, a man, are allowing, permitting something, or she is allowing a third, person, a woman, to be. This is the meaning of to be. It's from ibahat or mubah. Okay. So similar discussion we have for the letter kha. And Brother Tanveer, can you read this paragraph on page number 51 about the letter kha?
The sound of the letter ha is found in many European languages. The Russian
X.
X, the Scottish pronunciation of lo, and German sh as in bach.
As German ch, and they pronounce it as
Bach.
yes, bach.
Pronounce ha as say k and pay attention to where the back of your tongue hits the back of the roof of your mouth and cuts off the airflow. The blocking and release is what makes the k sound. Instead of closing off the airflow with the back of your tongue completely, block it part way and you'll be able to pronounce the sound.
Okay. So this is also the letter that English speaking people, they make a mistake. They do not pronounce it well. For example, the word Khan, last name Khan, but when they pronounce it Khan. But the difference between the letter K in English, when we pronounce K, our air is blocking. So pronounce K and pay attention to where your back of the tongue is hitting. K. So it's blocking off. For Kha, you should not block it off. You keep that is open. Ha. So they should not be blocked off. Okay. So the blocking and release is what makes the K sound. Instead of closing off the airflow with the back of your tongue completely, block it part way and you will be able to produce the sound Ha. So Ha, this sound is little bit familiar to Western people, and we have Scottish people, when they pronounce CH, their pronunciation of CH in the word loch, it is like a Ha. German, they also Bach, CH sound, and Russian, it looks like the letter X. I don't know what they say it, but their pronunciation is also like Ha. Okay. And then we have the words in Arabic with the letter Kha, Khab, or Bakhil. It's very famous word, everyone knows it. Bakh, Bakht, Takhti. So Khab means if someone disappointed. If someone disappointed, that is called Khab. And the very famous use in Arabic with the word Khaba is your desires. It comes with my desires, are in vain. I'm disappointed in my wishes or my desires. So they say in Arabic, Khab al-amal or Khaba amal. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also has used this word Khab. Khaba. Can you pay attention? Yes. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. This is Surah Ash-Shams. If you read وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا, there is ayah قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, and before that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the soul, nafs of every human being. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا. I swear by the soul of the human being and how I made it, how I fashioned it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it, and it says, indeed that person is successful who made it sound. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, who purified the soul and the heart, that person is successful. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, and the one who corrupted the soul, that person is a failure, disappointed.
So does it mean that indulging with your wishes also, is that what it means?
Yes.
So the khaba itself means, literal meaning is
failure.
Failure.
Yes, failure. Okay. And bakhil, any person who is miser, does not pay money, Okay. And bakht means luck, like my fate, my luck. Okay. Bach is the same like German word, Bach. They put it in Arabic. Is there any other meaning of Bach?
Like the name, the composer? Like the name,
Yes.
But it means in slang, means silly.
Silly, any silly thing.
I don't know if it's in proper language.
But it's not proper Arabic and looks like a verb over here, Bach. But
You make something silly, you say, you
Okay.
make it
Yeah, that was my...
I will look more for the meaning of this word, and if I will bring some more meaning that makes sense, I will inshallah let you know. And then the word bakht, that is the fate or luck. Nek bakht or bad bakht.
Bach,
हाँ.
Bach number 3. Is that the one lock?
Yeah.
Ba.
Yes.
Is that
No.
No.
Luck is Bakht, fourth number. Number 4.
Number 4 is luck.
Luck, yes. L-U-C-K, luck.
Good
My
luck.
luck, good luck, yes,
yeah.
bad luck.
So,
But Bakht is luck.
So what is Bach then?
Ba?
Okay.
Imam Sahib would say he would look.
I think it's
Ha.
up and down.
Yes.
Okay,
Bach
ba.
will see.
And then the word takhti. Okay, takhti in Urdu we call it for writing board. But in Arabic, takht means throne of the king. Okay, and takhti, if you are saying like my throne, my seat. Everyone has his own throne, right? So yes.
Also like that.
Bed also, yes. The bed that you sleep, that is also called takht. So takhti. The more specific word or modern word is sarir. Sarir. Both, yes. So is the same meaning takht as the sarir, like the bed we sleep on. So takhti means my bed.
They're like Takht.
Takht, yes. Takht Shahi. Okay.
That's what you're using all the.
Okay. Now please go to the page number 52, next page. And we have all these, writing practices
Yes.
in your book. So keep doing your homework. Keep writing all these words in spaces that are given in the book. Then go to drill number 4, letter connection, on page number 52. Khabat. So you will do it at home. And did you complete the homework that I gave you last time? Yes. So inshallah, after the class you turn it in to me. I will check it and I will share anything if there is a need of correction. Inshallah, I will tell you. But for today, I am giving you this homework and you connect all these letters and then bring them next Sunday. Inshallah. Okay. Then you have drill number 6 for reading. So reading aloud these words. So just repeat after me one time and then practice reading. So it will enhance your reading, skill. On page number 53, the first word is tahtaj. Pay attention to the letter ha, right? Tahtaj. So it has two meanings again. If a woman, third person, she needs something. If you are talking a man, you need. That it means the meaning of tahtaj. You need. Okay, the second word is jabi. Third word is hajj. As we know, pilgrimage. The fourth is hijab. Should I ask you everyone read one word, so then inshallah it will be good practice. Starting from there, Hassan. Next word, number 5. Jubab. Yes.
Jubab.
This is the plural jubab of jubbah. And brother Abdul Hamid. Next word.
Hajj.
Yes, Hajj. Hajj is the man who did the pilgrimage. Haji. Like that. Hajj. Yes. In Urdu we say Haji, but in Arabic it's Hajj. Yes, Al-Hajj. Yes, if you put a definite article Al, it becomes Al-Hajj.
Al-Hajj means it performs so many Hajj.
No. The pilgrim, yes. Do you know also if a woman does the Hajj? What is that? Hajja. You add ta marbuta in the end, it becomes Hajja. Yes. And next word? Jabat, yes. Same word Jaba, you remember? He brought, Jabat, she brought. Okay. Next word, brother Ali.
Khab.
Khab. We already discussed this word. Next word, brother. Hub. Yes, from your throat. Meaning?
Dry well.
No.
Love.
Love.
Same thing, no
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. Now, when it becomes khab, then. Next word, brother Harun.
Bahith.
His. Bahis. Yes. So bahis, I told you the meaning of bahs, research. What is your guess for the word bahis?
Search.
The person who does the research.
Researcher.
A research scholar.
Yes,
A
researcher.
research scholar is bahis. Or any person who is looking for something, a man should be bahis. As a woman research scholar, you add ta marbuta, bahisa.
Bahitha.
Yes. Then next line, brother Tanveer's neighbor. Tujab.
Tujab.
Very good, tujab. And next word, brother Tanveer? Buh.
Buh.
Yes. Next word? No. Djibouti. Yes.
It's a country.
It's a country, yes. Djibouti is a country.
East
It's
Africa.
very close to
East Africa.
East
Ethiopia.
Africa, Somalia,
Ethiopia.
and yes. Yes. In English, we write this country name with D and J. But D is silent and we pronounce Djibouti. Okay. And US, by the way, American government has very much interest in that area, and they made all the base and everything in this country, Djibouti. It's in East Africa. It is very close to Somalia and Kenya.
No, it's
The Horn of Africa.
between Ethiopia and Sudan area, that east, by the Red Sea.
By the Red Sea, and Somalia is, you know,
Yes,
if
neighbors,
you remember,
they're neighbors.
it will be very
Somalia is
close.
close.
Neighbors.
Very strategic location, yes, for African countries. So they have lot of interest in that country, in that region. And the next word is Tukhut. It's the plural of Takht. Takht is one and Tukhut is many. Okay, next word, brother Yahya.
Tuti.
No. Number 15.
Hoja.
Hoja. Hoja, actually the Turkish word, it came into Arabic from Turkish, it means teacher. Like you say Muallim, same they say Hoja. For Imam also, Turkish people, they used to call me, I was in Florida, Hoja. Okay, so now it's the time of Asr Salah. We should have a break. And after the break, inshallah, I will complete about two more things, Sukoon and function of Waw and Ya as the consonant. That will be brief, inshallah. Okay? So,
Do you want the homework or at the end of
yes, either you can submit it now and okay, next time. But next time you need to bring two.
Look at them from the unit 3. It's from the unit 2.
Yeah. So one brother, please call the adhan.